Welcome, year 2023 BICSI Southeast Asia Components Exhibition. My name is Boris Yoon from South Korea.
And I am Bob Kelly. I'm the BICSI Country Chair for Guam.
This time, I would like to introduce one of the greatest cabling test equipment manufacturer. They are
from Softing, Softing IT Networks. We are a German-based company with a headquarters here for engineering in south of here in Singapore.
Yes.
And we are here to talk today about introduce our testers, show to people what kind of testers we have, and answer some questions from you guys.
Yes. So I think you gotta have a multiple features tester.
Yeah.
So what is the strong point for your?
Well, the strong point of our testers, I think, our button better business is the certifiers.
Yes.
We have been the first company offering a Category 8 certifier, by the way.
Oh, Category 8.
So this is our WireXpert device, which is on the market now for quite a few years already, testing everything down from Category 3 up to Category 8.
Wow.
With all the different connectors. We have a version also for industrial.
Yes.
So with all the kind of industrial connectors, M12s, the different styles, the M8s, you name it, all the crazy connectors they have in the industrial industry.
Yeah.
So this is our bread and butter business, the WireXpert device. We also have on the show quite a few other things like the WireXpert.
Yes.
Here very quickly. This is something we brought out a couple of years ago. This is our NetXpert. This is a cabling qualifier.
Oh, okay.
Cable qualifiers are a bit different class of equipment. A certifier tests to cabling standards.
Yes.
A qualifier just tries out, does gigabit work or 10 gigabit work? So they run Ethernet packets through the network and test basically up to 10 gigabit if 10 gigabit works.
So
very
actually,
different approach.
Actually, is that kind of network analyzer?
It's some less expensive way to try out if gigabit or 10 gigabit works by just sending packets, right? It's sending packets and see if the packets work.
Is this able to determine the port and addresses on switches if you're connected to a switch?
It's also doing that, yes. So it's a combination. It tests if cabling works, and you can connect to a network and see at which port you are, see how many devices are on the network. So it's kind of a combination of a network and a cable tester.
You just said it can see what devices are on the network.
Yeah.
Does this mean I could put this onto a port on a switch, let it scan, and then I could load that and do a logical wire mapping of my network?
Well, sort of. You get a list of all the devices in the network.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one we've brought out about 3 years ago. It's quite successful in the market, but it's a new class of devices, a qualifier.
Yes.
Right? And this is his little brother, basically.
Yeah.
We brought this one out end of last year, and this does all the network diagnosis.
Oh, that looks like a cell phone.
It is kind of like a cell phone and cell phone style. This tests diagnosis networks on copper, fiber, and Wi-Fi.
Excuse me.
For all three devices, for
you
all
mean
three networks.
Yeah, you mean the diagnose the network? You need a small one?
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
you said it does Wi-Fi?
Yes. Copper, fiber, and Wi-Fi.
Well, okay.
All in
so
one small
I'm
device.
able to determine, for instance, my SSID and my signal strength of a Wi-Fi using this by walking around?
Yes. It's very tiny.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And then when I'm done, if I have a problem with an access point, I can plug in the fiber or the copper and determine my link back to the switch.
Exactly. That's what it does.
Wow, it looks like just a cell phone.
Yeah.
And for example, if you're staying with the example of the access points, if your access point just doesn't want to connect, you can also try out if there's a PoE access point, power over Ethernet access point, if it actually gets enough power from a PoE switch.
So wait, so you're able to measure the power coming from the PoE with this also?
Yes. It can find out which PoE class is there up to 90 watts. right?
Yeah.
It sees, oh, this is a class 8 PoE switch, for example, and draws power and measures if the switch the access point really can take the power.
Oh,
Well,
it's
for
amazing.
For somebody doing installation of Wi-Fi, this looks like an extremely important tool.
It
Yes.
is, yes. So we find extremely high feedback from the market that this is like a Swiss knives, a
Yes.
Swiss knife for a,
Yes,
for a
yes,
network
yes.
kind
Yeah,
of thing, right?
And if I'm taking multiple measurements around a building or room, am I able to input my locations in here in some way so it knows where I've taken them?
Yes, you can store as many test results as you want on this thing, and on the device create PDF reports that you can give to your customer as a
Okay.
reporting feature, basically.
Yeah, it's an amazing device.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
so I could take a room or a building, and I can mark with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stuff, and the different places on my floor plan.
Right.
Walk to each of those places, take it on those numbers, and then I could download it and know what my basically hot map is for that particular room. With
For
it.
that particular room, right? It has basically two modes of operation. You can do the same test again and again as a repetitive test. We call
Yeah.
this an auto test.
Yeah.
You can program your test routine as you want.
Oh, right.
And it has a tools mode where you can run all kinds of tests individually. That is very useful for example, when you do troubleshooting.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, coming back to your example with the access point that doesn't want to work, in that case, you'd rather want to do all the tests individually, so you can run all tests individually.
Which frequencies does this support?
Well, speeds.
Well, no, I mean, okay, you got a 2.4, you got the 5
Oh,
gig.
sorry, on
and
Wi-Fi.
I'm
Wi-Fi.
sorry, I like Wi-Fi.
Oh, you like, okay. Well, it does 2.4 and 5. Yes.
2.4.
Do you have a plans for a upgrade for the 6 coming out?
Well, the nice thing with this is the Wi-Fi is a small thing you attach
the
on
module.
on the side,
Yeah.
right? Because we also have customers that don't allow Wi-Fi, then we
Yeah.
just remove the module and it's no Wi-Fi
Oh,
device.
okay.
Right?
Okay.
So when Wi-Fi 6 small modules come out, we will eventually have a driver for that and then have Wi-Fi 6 on it. But for us, the speed is not so really important because we don't transmit a lot of data. We just need to recognize what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So what about the fiber module? Is it for both single and multi-mode or?
That was just what I was going to
Yeah,
ask.
I'm sorry.
You saw me playing with that.
That's very simple because we use commercially available SFP modules.
Oh
right?
my
Oh my
God.
gosh. So any SFP module that's that size can go in there and be utilized.
Right.
Wow.
Right. As long as it's an SFP standard module, you
Yes.
can use it, right? And for fiber, what's also quite useful is it has a red light source built in.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
pull that out.
Yes.
You see, it's maybe a bit hard to see, but you
Yeah.
see that?
Yes.
That is good for fiber tracing.
Yeah. Observatory.
So,
Yeah.
So that is very useful for troubleshooting, basically. Yeah, as I said, very useful for troubleshooting all kinds of network issues. we
Yeah.
have.
Yes.
And on copper, additionally, because also the cables can have an issue. Of course, it can do wire map with distance to fault with a built-in TDR, so you can exactly measure where faults are. All these things are.
This
also
has
in.
the built-in TDR for copper and fiber?
No,
or
only copper.
Only copper,
So,
okay.
but it's a numerical TDR. It will only tell you the distance to a fault. Right?
Yes.
But that's enough.
Well,
That's
it gets
enough.
you to the right place to go troubleshoot.
Exactly. That's
So let me ask you, for the product selection,
Yeah.
I mean, from the perspective view of a customer,
yeah.
easy to use, easy to get,
Yes.
and easy to purchase. I mean,
Right, because we have for Asia Pacific, we have our technology department here in Singapore.
Yeah.
They are responsible for the whole Asia Pacific area,
okay.
where we do sales, service, technical support, calibration of devices. Like the WireXpert needs annual calibration.
Yeah.
All this is done with our colleagues here in Singapore.
Is it cost $1 million?
A little bit less.
So
This one is list price in I only know the US dollar list price
yes.
is around 1800.
1800.
Yeah.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Yeah.
They said it's a list price.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one more question.
Yes.
When somebody buys your equipment, what type of training is available?
Training. So, actually, we do offer a lot of training seminars on our website.
Okay.
Right. So there's tons of material on how to use the products on our website, where people first can get a quick use how to use it. But also my colleagues here in Singapore, they offer training courses or also online on-site training with customers. On the other hand, these are like a mobile phone, right?
Yes.
People don't even read the manual.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. It's supposed to be easy to use. Those testers don't need training. The WireXpert from how to measure cables properly according to standards, how to terminate cables, and all that requires a bit more training, and therefore we have the training seminars that go in depth into training, into technical training things.
And both of these units allow you to download the reports to hand to the customer.
Absolutely, yes. We have you may have noticed that we have all these testers are called experts: WireXpert, LinkXpert, NetXpert. All the experts can store data and download it to and get reports and so on.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, so let me ask the last things. There are two major things for the calibration
Yeah.
and after service.
Yeah.
So could you tell me about where is the place I can recalculate your device?
Calibration is done in Singapore.
Yes.
With our colleagues there in Singapore, and after sales service, technical service, repairs is all done in Singapore. So very close from here.
So is there any other country or cities for the calibration?
For Asia Pacific, we have partners that can help you. For example, when you're in Thailand or in Australia, they can help you with that, sending the equipment to us in Singapore.
Okay.
And we also have partners locally that are very good in technical support. All our partners know our products very well from a technical point of view and can help you technically.
Okay, understand.
Right. And for the European area, of course, we have our headquarters in Germany.
Yes.
So that's kind of made in Germany, these devices. This little guy here. So for the European area, we are all the service center is in Germany. Basically. Yes.
And one important thing, Germany is good
Yeah.
for U.S. purchases to the military, because I can sell things made in Germany.
Yeah.
But if they were made in China, I wouldn't be allowed to sell it to
that's
the
not
military.
allowed.
So I'm very happy that you make it in Germany.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, this is like to be quite accurate, this is a cooperation between U.S. company that a partner we use in the U.S. and our German company that makes the software for it. Basically.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Yeah, personally, it's very important, very interesting test equipment.
yes, I hope so. That we get a lot of feedback from the market on this little guy. So we just started basically to market it, and the feedback is overwhelming at the moment.
Yes.
Okay. What
yeah.
else?
And
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So if you have more questions, please visit exhibition booth, and they are ready for you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.